going to the meta space, meta world, when hell, we ain't even doing right in the goddamn universe, the world. So that ain't working right now. Meta space. The only way the metaverse will work if everybody come out of poverty and if it just comes something just fun and a habit. But other than that, you got a lot of people ain't even think about no meta space, metaverse. And plus, really, they ain't really shoving it down our throat with no advertisement for real. Now it been little small increments of, you know what I'm saying, metaverse, but it was a VR was the one that supposed to have been the one that started. But a lot of people still ain't got hip to the VR, or a lot of people ain't even got the money to purchase a VR system, or know anybody or go in nobody's house to even try the VR system. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of it. But I guarantee if a lot of people had the money, extra money, they'll buy VR. And then that's when the transition will probably start. That's when they'll probably finally get people. Like that movie, that's a weird long way from trying to do like the contact ones. You know what I'm saying? That's what they really want to try to evolve to, where you don't even gotta have the goggles, it's gonna be just straight contacts. Shit, that show that ain't gonna work. Somebody always trying to doggone mess up something good. It may be something good, but somebody always trying to mess up something to make sabotage. You know what I'm saying? Sabotage the fun out of it. And some people already have mixed agendas. I already have an agenda set out anyway that are already crooked and, you know what I'm saying, corrupt. So we gotta be careful from that. Man, you just gotta doggone, you know what I'm saying, just be aware and be mindful like everything, man. You really can't trust nothing, man. But you can, you know what I'm saying, it's a feeling. But that still goes so far, you know what I'm saying? Nobody say like, you know what I'm saying, you can't trust nobody or trust nothing, but man, some of these people be out here be some good actors, man. Very, very good actors. You know what I'm saying? It's really like second nature. It's just really like pure acting. I think I'm gonna call that reality acting. You're a reality actor. I guarantee when the camera come on, you got a script. You'll look just like you acting. You're confused. God damn. Acting in real life, in reality, but when the camera come on, you look like she shall be, not shall be. Looking at her face. Man, that's why you got to know how to see this stuff, man. Never be naive to those kind of individuals. Never. Well, I ain't gonna say never be naive. Let me take that back. I was really serious, but in times when, you know what I'm saying, you can be naive, but necessarily you utilize, you camouflaging the naive energy with, you know what I'm saying, you see what they doing, but you just, you know what I'm saying, you ain't really calling nobody out. You just going along with the bullshit in the moment for the sake of just getting out of it. Or, you know what I'm saying, once you get ghosts from the individual, you ain't got to deal with it no more because you seen their colors. You know what I'm saying? They probably think that they, you know what I'm saying, tricking you with the way they manipulate you, trying to manipulate you with their words and their actions, everything not matching, you know what I'm saying? Plus, you already know, you know what I'm saying? You 100% know that these folks is, you know what I'm saying, trying to manipulate a trick, you know what I mean? The only time you can really use it. Who you want to call? You ain't trying to call no trouble with somebody you know you ain't really gonna deal with long term anyway. You ain't got to create no enemies. Sometimes we create enemies for no reason, based off something simple. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a person you're gonna deal with, you ain't got to create no enemies. And a lot of times you see stories in the world, real talk. They can just create that enemy and get killed by the enemy. Just that quick. So you ain't gotta create no enemies, man. I gotta get that. But yeah, we just gotta be careful out here, man. It's all about being careful, and you know what I'm saying, the life gonna go on, but it really in the process of transitioning to something new, but nobody really know what it is. Well, somebody know what it is. It's just creeping in slowly. Whatever it is, creeping in slowly. It's just creeping in very slowly. And the change gonna be unnoticed. Like everything else, all changes be unnoticed until you notice it. Until somebody bring up some past, you know what I'm saying, trying to comparison from the 80s to the 90s. But during the transition, you don't feel it. Well, at least I never. I ain't gonna say you. I'm speaking for myself. I ain't really never felt the transition. It was just something just was done every day. Just like I'm saying, for instance, like baggy jeans to skinny jeans, rims to anything, any kind of transition with the world, Nintendo to PS4. The transition was just there because it was just always like upgrade. It seemed like an upgrade, not a change of the world. You know what I'm saying? We never looked at it like that. At least I never did. But it's actually a change in the world. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It's so far away that it seems, but so close that you can't notice it. You know what I'm saying? But when they compare the 90 PlayStation to today's time, you can see the difference. But it really ain't nothing to even look at like that for real. We can compare it, but it ain't no sense of comparing it for real. You gotta live in the present. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to live in the present. You know what I'm saying? You can remember the past if you want. You can remember part of the past. Steak biscuit. You can remember part of the past, but you know what I'm saying? We can think about the future. Once you start thinking and remembering about the past and thinking about the future and all in the wrong way, that's where the problems start. You're supposed to always think at it in a negative sense. Like, I mean, not y'all always supposed to look at it in a positive sense. Like, I meant to say not in a negative sense. Can I get a steak biscuit, add cheese?
Just a biscuit?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, girl. All
right. And then everything will be all right, you know what I'm saying? You won't be confused about, you know, a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying? As long as you keep a mindset of being positive in that area, I think everything will be all right. But it's hard, though, you know what I'm saying? Because you're really going through reality. That's why you're living in the present. But you got to think about the future. The past is just experiences, you know? The past, look at that car. That's from my stove. Oh, no. Oh, look, it's kind of big, though. Man, we just living it. You know what I'm saying? We just taking it a day at a time, man. It really all left up to you what you want to, you know what I'm saying, take in and pay attention to for real. How you want to live your life. If you want to think about the past, think about the past. If you want to think about whatever, be honest. But it's how you look at it, you know what I'm saying? Not what you look at, it's how you look at it. Because a lot of people might say, take for instance, if you've been through some past trauma, you may look at it like the trauma still hunt you, because it may do, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that it not, but I'm saying that it may hunt you to the point where you just think it's just negative in your life. You're always down about it. To somebody else who might been through the same situation, look at it like it put me through something so bad that I got my way out of that. You know what I'm saying? If I look at that, that's a testimony and a story that I tell to the youth. You know what I'm saying? How you exceeded past that, you know what I'm saying, and turned that into something positive because it made you a better person, even though it can't take it away, it hurt. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Hey.
415.
I get some grape jerky. I'm good. Yeah, grape jerky. All right, thank you. At the end of the day, man, it's all your decision about everything you got in your life. And the universe and the world out here just for you to experience. And you'll notice that God put every person, place, and thing in your life for a reason. Left for you to try to pull the signs out of it. What you need to stay in, what you need to ghost from, you know what I'm saying, who you need to be around, who you don't need to be around. But we get naive to these things, maybe because of title, maybe because, you know what I'm saying, who they is, maybe because, you know what I'm saying, where it is, you might have a connection with whatever, all of it connected. But it left up to you to try to, you know what I'm saying, is make yourself feel good. You know how you should be able to control all these areas that you won't have no kind of triggers, you know, no nothing, you know what I'm saying. Every place you be in should feel okay, you know what I'm saying. It ain't gonna be perfect all the time. Some people in places you might have to deal with no matter what, like, you know what I'm saying, example like a baby mama or something, anything, baby dad or anything, mama, daddy, anybody, you know what I'm saying. You gotta have a connection, So it's all left up to you how you know what I'm saying, be with these individual and places, you know what I'm saying, if they got to be in your life. It's left up to you to try to make the best out of them. I know this video, I'll be everywhere. I mean, I just be thinking a lot, y'all. My mind just be on all kind of different ways for myself, because I'm talking to myself at the same sense of, you know what I'm saying, some of y'all who may relate to what I'm even talking about, because all the situations, even though we go through something different, we all feel the same. You know what I'm saying? It all causes making an effect on our life different, but it's still the same. We still, you know, man, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, man, I done pulled up to my job. Call my wife, clock in, and I guess I see y'all in another one. Y'all take care of yourself. Be mindful how y'all think and who y'all, I often say be around, but that's true. But just be mindful of everything, you know. I guess I'll see y'all in that video. Y'all take care of yourself. Love y'all. Peace. Peace.